Hi all, I hope you all are doing well. Today we are going through the subjects business environment and international business. First we discuss with business environment, that is privatization. What is privatization? Privatization means transfer of ownership and management of an enterprise from the public sector to the private sector. There are various methods which results privatization, which can be used for privatization mainly. These methods include first one, disinvestment. That is, the privatization has to be done through the sale of equity. That is, public sector enterprises are sold their shares to a private sector. This is known as disinvestment. Next one is denationalization. That means sale of an enterprise for fixed value. Then third one includes contracting. That is government planned and specified to other organizations to produce and deliver. Then last one includes franchising. That means authorizing the delivery of certain services in designated geographical areas. These are the methods includes in privatization. Next, we move on to globalization. Globalization means adopting a global outlook for the business strategies aimed at enhancing global competitiveness. That is, the market should be open for all. That is, free entry and exist. That means globalization. Reasons to go for globalization includes a growth opportunity, profit advantage, domestic market constraints, and competition. Then, what do you mean by Make in India initiative? Make in India initiative is a policy of the government to boost manufacturing the market in India. Global initiative was launched on 25th September 2014 to invite both domestic and foreign investors to invest in India. That is, it is an encouragement or an innovative policy to encourage the investment pattern of India. Next, we move on to international business. International business is a combination of all commercial transactions, either private or government, between two or more countries. The main objectives of international business include sales expansion, resource acquisition, diversification, minimize competitive risk, profit making, etc. International business is mainly based on certain theories. The first theory includes theory of comparative cost. This theory was propounded by the well-known classical economist David Ricardo. As per this theory, a country needs to specialize in production of those commodities in which it possesses a comparative advantage by virtue of its climate, natural resources, skill of its people, and capital equipment. Then second theory is Bertil-Ohlin theory. This theory is based on the following assumption. The main assumptions of Bertil-Ohlin theory includes there are only two regions between which trade take places. Next assumption is the factors of production are perfectly mobile within the region but immobile between them. The third one is there are no transportation costs. Then last one includes there are no qualitative differences between the factors of. Then international business includes balance of payment. That is the main theme of IB is balance of payment or BOP. BOP is the annual record of its monetary transactions with other countries of the world. It is the summary record of economic transactions between businessmen, individuals, firms, government, or any resident of one country and the rest of the world during a given period of time. That is the transaction of one country with another country. BOP is of two types. That is, BOP can be categorized into two. First one current account, then next one capital account. Current account means a country's net income over a period of time. It includes both visible and invisible items in trading. Then capital account represents a net change of assets and liabilities during a particular year. It includes both short-term and long-term international lending and borrowing. Then what is surplus and deficit in BOP? Surplus of BOP indicates inflow of income into the country. Inflow of incoming or inflow of a country represents surplus, and deficit represents outflow of income. Then what is disequilibrium in BOP? Before going for disequilibrium, first of all, we analyze what you mean by equilibrium. Equilibrium means a country's balance of payment system in equilibrium when there is perfect equality between the supply and demand for foreign exchange. That is known as equilibrium. And disequilibrium means when the demand for foreign exchange exceeds supply. The disequilibrium can be categorized into three. First one, secular disequilibrium. That means the economic development of a country. That is, the economic development of a country is related to secular disequilibrium. Then next one, cyclical disequilibrium. It indicates the business fluctuations in a country. Then third one, structural disequilibrium, indicates the changes of demand and supply of exports and. Then what do you mean by international liquidity? International liquidity means those financial resources and facilities which are available to monetary authorities of members of countries for financing the deficit in their international balance of payment. That is the available fund in a nation. It can be used for compensating deficit or financing purpose. That means international liquidity. Then we discuss with certain type of international organizations. The first organization is International Monetary Fund, that is IMF, an international monetary organization established on December 27, 1945 in Washington on the recommendation of Bretton Woods Conference. It started its operations on 1st March 1947. The main objectives of IMF, International Monetary Fund, includes promotion of international monetary cooperation, ensure balanced international trade, minimize imbalances in international trade, and ensure exchange rate stability. Then next for international institutions is International Bank for Reconstruction and Development, that means IBRD. IBRD and its associate groups are known as World Bank. It's established in 1945. The main objective of IBRD includes to provide long-term capital to member countries for economic reconstruction and development, to include long-term capital investment for assuring BOP equilibrium and balanced development of international trade. Then next one, International Development Association, IDA. IDA is an associate institution of World Bank known as soft loan window of World Bank, established on 24 September 1960. It helps world's poorest countries by providing money on essential terms. That is, during time of essentials or emergency situations, the IDA provide loans and facilities to authorities or countries. That is IDA. Then next one, International Finance Corporation, IFC. World Bank established IFC in July 1956. The main objective or purpose of IFC is to provide loan to private industries for their development. That is, the main aim behind the constitution of IFC includes they have to provide loans and advances mainly to private sector industries, and it promotes the capital investment in these countries. Next one is Asian Development Bank's ADB. ADB was established in December 1966 on the recommendation of Economic Commission for Asia and Far East. The main aim of this bank is to accelerate economic and social development in Asia and Pacific region. The bank started its functioning in 1967. It is ADBI, Asian Development Bank. Then next one is World Trade Organization, WTO. The Uruguay round of General Agreement on Tariffs and Trade, that is GATT, you all heard about GATT, 1986-1993 gave birth to WTO. It was officially constituted on 1st January 1995. The main objective of WTO includes to improve standard of living of people in member countries, to ensure full employment, to enlarge production and sale of goods. Next one is Export-Import Bank of India, that is known as Exim Bank, established on 1st January 1982 for financing and facilitating and promoting foreign countries in India. The government of India wholly owns Exim Bank of India, that is the Exim Bank of India is under the control of Government of India. It facilitates for Indian exporters, commercial banks, export bill rediscounting, refinance, etc. These are the functions to be performed by Exim banks. These are the certain international institutions encourages for the investment and for the nation's development and capital formation and the development of the country, exchange policies, import, export, etc. So these are about some important points regarding business environment and international business. The continuous topics will be discussed in another class. Thank you. Have a nice day.